It's finally time for the third and final Costa Rica vlog. Trigger warning, there are a lot of insects and snakes and spidery bits in this video. Enjoy! Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, my name is Roos. My pronouns are she, her. I am a plant lover from the Netherlands and I am still in Costa Rica. Excuse the sunblock on my face, I burned really badly last week. Let's get started!
In the previous episode, you saw our stay at Bosque del Cabo, a beautiful eco lodge on the Osa Peninsula close to the Corcovado National Park. It was incredible, our favorite time in Costa Rica, so check that out in the description below if you haven't already. But unfortunately, it was time to leave this beautiful paradise. So here you see us being driven back to our car by one of the drivers, who was also teaching us Spanish, by the way. Okay, here we go again. River time. We just made it back to our car and it is fucking hot. Really hot. But we're driving again, so the AC is running now. Holy crap. And we're on our way to Dominical. It is a pretty road along the beach of Puerto Jimenez. But we are sweating. Once we got going, it was fine again. Can you tell I can't handle the heat very well? We drove this beautiful road through the mountains and then back to the coast. We just got to Uvita. This is our little hut where we're staying. Room tour. This is more our budget. Everything you can imagine, nature has already created. Our balcony has a jungle view and so does the shower. Look at this. Kind of outdoorsy. I love it. Toilet. Everything we need. Perfect. And it smells really nice here because there's a mango tree right here. Can you see all of them? Nice. A million mangoes. Beautiful plants. Huge bird's nest on Turian. Like, huge. Huge. Ferns. Flowers. Watching the sunset from this ridiculously large, this is hip high sofa to view over here. Very nice. Or we can swing. Sunburn is healing well, by the way. Ooh, this is nice. We were quite tired, so we just sat here with crisps watching the sunset. We're back in the jungle sounds. The animals are different close to the beach compared to the jungle. We woke up early in our new hotel and it's actually, although it's much smaller than Bosque del Cabo, it is actually really nice because all the walls basically are all screen, mosquito screen. So when we woke up, we just had this view. Felt like we were right in the jungle. See, everything is the mosquito screen. Although we did downsize a lot on the deck. In case you haven't seen it, this was our deck at Bosque del Cabo. Look at us, tiny two people at this huge deck. And the view was pretty amazing too. But it was enough for us to just chill for a little bit. You look straight into the shower right there. So the shower has like a really nice view of the jungle as well. It's quite steep. Downhill over here. We're gonna check out the breakfast now. Breakfast with a view for sure. Look at this. Uvita is on that side, and then there's outer reefs breaking. And then more to the right is Dominical. I found a little dog. The second dog came to say hello also. Hey puppy! Starting breakfast with fruit and orange juice and cold water. And then I am having pancakes, and Geert is having an omelette. Woo! He wants us to play with him, but if we don't, he runs away again. The other one is much more chill. Omelette. Pancakes. Enjoy, my baby. Buen appetito. Then we noticed a visitor.
Echt een dinosaurus gewoon, jongen.
Look at that beautiful creature. Wow. Hi. You're beautiful. There's a huge thunder happening. I actually saw lightning over the water. It was very cool to see. At the walk in, there's actually beautiful palms here. I love the red petioles. But also, look what I spotted. It's just a common philodendron iridescens. Just growing here in a pot. I think everyone here loves plants, or at least the places that we stay at. There's so many. Oh, and a lizard. Did you see him? I looked it up, or actually I shared it on Instagram, and my followers told me this is a Florida ghost, Caladium bicolor Florida ghost, and it looks beautiful. There's so many of them. Very cool. And then in the trees there's some ferns, some kind of aloe it looks like. But it is time to continue. So here's the outside of our little hut. Ooh, and look, the beautiful palm tree right next to it. The cafe is also adorable, by the way. Look at the colors and the beautiful tables. And the cute doggies. Ooh. Hello, doggies. Goodbye, beautiful view. We are off to the next beach. We're on the path to the car. I wanted to show you this at daylight. These are the swings and the benches. And then over on this side is the huge philodendron that I completely missed yesterday. Sometimes the size of the plants is so big that you don't recognize it as something until you look better. Ta-da! This does look like it has thrips though. I'm always spotting pests. These other people's plants. Can't see them, but it looks like it's something. But anyway, it's a huge plant. It's very cool. And this is the walkway down. I like that they have the shade cloth. I also spotted a bunch more caladiums, different styles, but we are going, so I don't want to make my boyfriend wait too long. Beautiful palm trees. Thank you, Ranchos Remo. We are
Surf hotel.
taking an exit to go to Dominical Beach.
Het is wel even heftiger in peddelen dan bij ons. Ik kan heel een bakje. Aan te goed.
Dominical. What do you think?
Very windy.
Very windy.
After surfing in Pavones for a week, we've become a little bit picky, so my boyfriend decided this was not worth getting into the water for, and we continued driving.
We stopped over at Manuel Antonio, not to go to the park because it's super touristy and busy. We heard that there are sloths and iguanas everywhere here anyway, so we are walking to a local beach. There's a parking guy, of course. After I paid him, he's like, come, and then pointed up into the trees. There was a sloth! So, great start. Now we are walking down this path to this, should be a little bit more quiet, nature-focused beach. Oh, that's a nice plant growing into the tree. What is that? Can we go there? There's one down there, that's the Epipremnum aureum, but then it's a philodendron up there. Yes, good boyfriend. Here are a bunch of alocasias and Dieffenbachia and Sansevierias. I think these are planted. I don't know. Looks nice. I almost fell. There's a lot of rocks everywhere. Look at this spiky bamboo. Ooh. This is the beach we got to. Definitely not really surfable. It looks beautiful. I want to see a sloth though. Testing out the temperature. Ooh, it's actually nice. It's a bit cooler than Pavones. There's a nice little area with water here. We tried to find some bugs, iguanas, sloths, but nothing. Okay, I'm super sweaty just from the little walk and the temperature here. So time to get back to the AC in the car. I walked up into the jungle to try and show you this plant, but it's still backlit, so you can't really see. There's a philodendron. Nice. All the way up too. Loading back up. Time to continue the journey. Beautiful views. A lot of the route was through palm tree plantations, which was cool to see, but also a little bit sad because I know the original jungle had to make way for them. Oh! Cool. We made it to Playa Hermosa near Jaco, and we already noticed there is a lot of iguanas here. We're just checking out the waves now. It's super hot, and hopefully we'll see some more iguanas and actually be able to film them for you because they are cool. Whoa! Oh, twee! There's two. Do you see them? One on the gate and one in the tree. Hello, buddy. Wow! Already here, 5 minutes, we've seen more than the whole 1.5 weeks in Costa Rica. Checking out the waves. They're not awesome right now, but here just saw dolphins. We saw the end of them. Hello, Mr. Iguana. You don't have to run away. Ah, here are two more. This place is wild. Iguana heaven. Hello, buddy. We are driving by the beach to check the waves. La la. Geert says it's onshore and shit. La la. But there are some nice green waves, and I think he should just ride them. And he's grumpy because there are no nice waves like in Pavones. Mi amor, Pavones. Geert does not like close-out waves now. He is very spoiled.
Niemand houdt van close-out waves.
We decided to continue to Monteverde Cloud Forest. We stopped at Crocodile Bridge. We didn't know there are crocodiles underneath, so we're gonna try and see them. So this is what you see. Dirty river water. But then, ta-da! Hello, Mr. Crocodile. Oh, and another one. And in the water too. Keep your eye on the one in the water and just the size of the one on the land. You'll see. Whoa. Ah! Oh, it's a small one and this is a big one. Holy shit, that's a big one. I basically missed the most crucial part of this exchange. Turns out the one in the water was a huge one, much bigger, and it attacked the small one on the land. We were both in shock after seeing this.
Jezus Maria, die tyfus!
Even though it's raining, the road to Monteverde looks great. We're starting to get to the cloud forest. It's rainy and misty, and I love it. Do you love it?
No.
Kurt does not love it. Just 2 minutes later and it got super misty, so this was extra scary, especially if you see these holes in the road. That's normal. It's like perfect asphalt for a while and then there's just random huge potholes everywhere. I'm very happy that he was the one driving all this time. But look at this. How beautiful is that? The fog and the mist and the mountains. Ah. We made it to Monteverde. The town is called Santa Elena. We found a hotel finally, which took a little bit of hassle because our internet was not working. We booked a tour for tomorrow, a night tour and a day tour, and now we're going out for dinner. It was a lot of driving and a lot of decisions today, so I could not decide anything anymore. My brain is full.
The next morning.
Good morning. This is the local breakfast. This is the American breakfast. We are at the Monteverde Cloud Forest. I've already shared this tour on my channel. It's called Cloud Forest Tour Costa Rica, and I'll link it in the description in case you haven't seen it yet. We just came back from the Monteverde tour of the national park. We got soaking wet. There was so much rain during the guided tour that I'm still like wiping my face, and I actually put in my contacts because it was that wet. I couldn't see anything with my glasses. On the way there was actually a waterfall. It was only $6 per person, and now we're gonna walk. It's apparently 15 to 20 minutes. Already it's pretty steep and looks quite slippery, but ooh, we can hear it now. And there's howler monkeys, as you can maybe hear in the background. Thank you, Mr. Howler Monkey. Perfect timing. Some nice mosses on the rocks and different types of anthuriums as well. I wonder if they planted these here, because look, this is, I think it's a philodendron that morphed in shape. Started with small leaves like this Then it had the triloby thing. Maybe it's planted, I don't know. My boyfriend thinks he spotted a macaw in the tree. Right there. But I just see a red blob, I think it might be. We're seeing more animals on this part of the journey than the actual tour. It's a rodent type thing. Hello. Goodbye. I found some ferns on a tree. Some different types. I especially like this one down here, which I kind of want to grow in my terrarium. Some nice philodendrons as well, all along the path. And another path of the leafcutter ants. They're so adorable. Maybe you heard it. Did you step on it?
Nee.
We found a millipede. Found a millipede right on the road. Woo! I guess this video needs a trigger warning. Creepy animals.
Whoa! Baby trof.
What?
There were several adorable bridges on the route. This one I thought looked pretty creepy, but just wait until you see the next one. It was actually pretty good.
This path is very level with the water, so if it gets bigger, I think this would get flooded. Interesting. This is an interesting walk. This part is just very angled. Ooh. Not the most sturdiest of things, but I guess it works. Whoa, we're almost there. You can see it now. So much power. Oh, and look at this ficus. Strangler pig, they call them. What are we seeing? Where?
They're both splintering.
Oh yeah, little monkey.
Duck hem even.
Yeah. Monkeys. Here it is. Whoa, it's powerful. And there's also monkeys up in the trees that we can spot jumping around.
Of course, I did some yoga poses. I am a yoga teacher after all. I posted these on my yoga Instagram, Yoga with Roos. As you can tell, the noise of the waterfall was very, very loud. So I hope you can hear me in this next part.
This ficus is incredible. Going all along. Down here. That way. It's huge. Wow.
At this point, another couple that was there offered to take our picture, which was so lovely. This is the video of that picture. We brought some pieces of bread and cheese with us as a basic lunch, which we ate with this view. It was so awesome. And then I decided to investigate the holes on the side of the road here, which we had learned is where big spiders can live. I didn't find any though.
Look, there's some miniature pink bananas. Beautiful flower as well. And then here, starting pink bananas. And this is my finger for scale. Very, very small, but beautiful.
We then started hiking back to our car. And of course, on the way, we found a lot of beautiful plants.
In this little tree that we walked past, I spotted some orchids. This is an orchid, I think. Looks like it. And then from the roots of these two, it also looks like orchids because look, super fat roots. I don't know if that is an actual thing, how you identify orchids.
Probably not, but they're very cute.
While I'm taking a break from all the steps up, I noticed this Salaginella, I think, that looks like the flower of Jericho, the one that you can let dry out. Kind of looks like that, you know, the bulbs, and then you put it in water and it unfurls. Do you see what I mean? Is this another orchid? This thing? Looks like it, right? Very cute ferns. We found a restaurant that has a tree in the center.
So of course we picked this spot as our dinner place. A very early dinner though, because we had a night tour planned that started at 6 p.m.
We both picked a vegetarian burger, and if you're wondering why I look so weird, I'm still wearing my contacts, not my glasses. We hung out there a little while until it was time to go to the meeting place for our night tour. And since it was dark, I didn't film much except the creepy animals that we found, and there's quite a few. Is this the yellow...
No.
Orange knee?
Tarantula.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The company had put that bamboo thingy there, and then she moved in and stayed there for over a month, he said already, so she liked it. And then the guides found...
Oh wow, it's so bright green.
It's moving!
Yeah, it is.
So this is a green viper snake in the wild. It was a really cool find. So all the groups with guides came together there to see it. And by the way, our group was just my boyfriend and I and our private guide. So it was really small groups. It's moving all over the place.
Down, you can see him. You see his tongue.
Our guide had a high quality binocular type of thing that I tried to take some pictures through to see the snake's face up close a bit better.
It was a little bit weird because the guide had asked us what kind of animals are you hoping to see, and we said we would love to see some more frogs because we had just seen a few very cool ones at Bosca. And the guide said there are no frogs here, even though in the background noises we could hear the frog noises, you know, the little singing noises. So I think he just didn't know how to find them. He was very good at spotting big birds and snakes and stuff, but apparently not frogs, which was a bit disappointing. When we got back to the hotel, of course, I cuddled the owner's dog and cats as well. It had been a long day, so it was time for bed.
The next morning.
We found this bug, and it's still alive. So try and help it. Grab on, buddy. Grab on. There you go. No! Oh, they're so clumsy. You grabbing on? Hold on. Stay. Stay. Look at this beautiful bug. Beetle. This was our room. Now we go to more plants. Are you ready for this trip? Back to the sunshine, and we have sunshine here also. Sunshine. Goodbye. This morning we went to a different park, the Salvatura or something, which is a privately run park, different than the national park. It was quite expensive, but very cool to see these treetop walkways that they had. If you haven't seen it yet, this is a separate video on my YouTube channel. I'll link it below. And again, a lovely couple offered to take our picture. This is definitely going on my wall. I then dropped my boyfriend off at a cafe and went for a tour. I'm currently in an orchid garden. This is also a separate video that I'll link below and you can find in the Costa Rica playlist. As I'm walking back to the little cafe that they have, I just wanted to show you also the bigger monsteras that are everywhere and the beautiful bromeliads that are flowering. It's a very nice entrance to come into. Hola! Almost ready to go back to the heat, my friend. Traditional coffee, chai latte ice. Now we're driving back to San Jose. My last time driving through the little town of Monteverde, or Santa Elena really. Goodbye treehouse. Goodbye Monteverde. You have been beautiful. Been driving for about half an hour. And you can already tell such a difference in the plants. There's many more palm trees and bananas. We made it to the hotel near San Jose Airport. It's supposed to be quite fancy with air conditioning and a pool. It's quite hot. Come check out our hotel room for the last night. Ta-da! King size bed, chair, beautiful desk, air conditioning, a view of the highway. Ooh, and the pool. We're heading there next. Hello, you okay, sir?
Yes.
And then we have a full-size mirror. Hello. Bathroom. Bath. Shower. Lots of towels we like. Ooh, and stuff so we don't have to get this out of our bag. Perfect. Our last day in Costa Rica. since we didn't have lunch during the road trip here, we're now having lunch at the pool. It was delivered here by a lovely guy, and now we're eating vegetarian pasta. Nom, 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 nom. I think it's almost gonna storm. We just had a huge thunder. I wanted to show you the plants around the pool. There's some beautiful palm trees, but most importantly, there are some cool house plants hiding. So here's a Schefflera bush with a big monstera behind it. Oh, can you hear the thunder? Another nice Schefflera with some variegation pattern on it. Another big monstera. Some pink plants. This is a Thematophyllum spider plants, I think, back there. And then over here is the biggest monstera. Look at that. What a beast. So many holes too. And there is a new leaf growing. Can you see it right there? Of course, I especially love this one. It is so big, and we hardly saw them growing here in Costa Rica. Only the other types of monsteras, not the deliciosa. Mostly when I did see them, it was in planted gardens like here. But very, very cool to see this big one. There's also a bunch of orchids on the palm trees mounted. Really cool. Just look at how beautiful this is. What a dream to live in a tropical climate. More orchids mounted on palm trees. Here in a big pot, we've got some echeverias, I think the name is. Beautiful succulents, and these are actually also quite cool. These are sansevierias, a huge anthurium, bird's nest anthurium. Some ZZ plants as well. Here is also a gym, which probably not gonna use, but still, it's a really nicely stacked gym. And then there's a big pot here with some succulenty plants. Succulenty plants here as well at the bottom of this bonsai thingy. And some dracaenas that we have as a houseplant as well. That's it for the plants in this hotel. It's starting to thunder now, so I think we're gonna head up to our room. We had a great time swimming in this beautiful pool. It's really stunning. We had dinner at a local fast food restaurant that was around the corner, and we just spent the evening packing our bags.
Oh, whoops. We woke up at 4:45 to get to the airport. We are all packed and ready. Vamonos!
Goodbye, beautiful hotel plants at the entrance. Look. This one is cool. Okay, off to the car we go. I hope it goes well and smoothly this time. If you missed the first vlog, our flight here, we had a 22-hour delay, got stuck in Panama, had to rearrange all of our plans. Saying goodbye to our beautiful car. Look at this beast, pretending to be four-wheel drive. Renting a car was by far the most expensive part of our trip, apart from the flights, of course, because apparently during COVID, a lot of rental companies sold some of their cars or most of their cars to make some money, and it's quite hard to find some at a decent price. This is not sponsored, by the way. Let's hope it goes better than on the way here. We made it in. Somehow we got extra leg space. First, a quick flight back to Panama with, of course, beautiful views. And look at these waves from above. We watched our bags like a hawk because on the way here they got lost and we didn't have them for 3 days. Flight number 1, check. Although we do not recommend Copa Airlines. We are back in our favorite airport. Feels like yesterday that we were walking around here. Hopefully about 6 hours of waiting before we start boarding. So we're gonna get coffee and breakfast. At least now we know all the way around this airport. We know where everything is. We made it on board. We're coming home, baby. We are in Schiphol with our bags. Woohoo!
We made it home safe and had such an incredible experience. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you haven't watched the other videos, I highly recommend them. I loved making them because I got to relive this experience a little bit. I have a playlist with all of them together. Please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe below if you haven't already, and I will see you next week. Thanks so much, friends.